Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of How to Use the 3D Experience platform. And today I would like to show you how to use CST Studio Suite inside 3D Experience. In that way, you can use all the advantages of the 3D Experience platform, like collaboration and using the single source of truth concept. Let's start. Okay, so let's get a model. We are getting an EDA model out of the 3D Experience platform. We are typing in the name, and then we're starting the CST Studio connector with this EDA model. The EDA model is opening, and now we see it here in 3D already. And if we click on the components, as you know it from the CST Studio Suite standalone, we can directly open the EDA data of this PCB. So we have everything inside. In this case, it's an ODB++ model, but it could be also from other vendors. Here we see all the layers. We can modify them, and in the end, we can again export it to 3D, and the model will be updated inside CST Studio Suite. Let's get some more parts out of the platform. So we are opening the search window for the 3D Experience platform. And then we are searching for the parts we would like to insert. In this case, it's the bus bar for the DC side of the inverter. So these are the DC bus bars. Let's add some more parts. We are searching inside the 3D Experience. We get the MOSFETs lead frames. We are importing them also because they play a role for the 3D simulation, and so we can consider them also. Yeah, that's the next thing we are going to import will be something like the housing of the whole inverter. So this is the housing, and now we are finished with this building of the model. So we got every part from the 3D Experience platform, and as soon as the designer is going to change something, we will also have the changes here in the model. Now we can complete our model in CST Studio Suite. We can add some parts, as you know it from the standalone tool, CST Studio Suite. So everything is similar to what you already know. In the end, we have all the parts defined, and we can also use the schematic as you are used to, and we can add some capacitors. Example here, the Y capacitors and the X capacitors. And in the end, we're going to run the simulation. As soon as we have run the simulation, we can watch the results, but in this case, we are simulating an alternative version. So we are adding some ferrite into the DC busbar area, and we are adding some X and Y capacitors. We are adding them as ports, and then in the schematic, we can put the capacitors in with parasitics, so we can also consider the ESL and the ESR in the simulation, and that way we can simulate different constellations of X and Y capacitors for the DC filter we are building here. Yes, let's complete it. You can put in the values here, of course, as you find them in your data sheets, and then you can finish the simulation with filter considered in the model, and in the end, we are able to compare both results, the result with filter and the result without filter within the 3D Experience platform. So what we are doing here is we are making a an overview. So we add the simulation results to a dashboard in the 3D Experience platform. In one, we are importing the result with filter, and in the other one, we are importing the result without filter. You directly see the 3D geometry that we simulated, so you get an overview which model is inside there, so which model was used to generate the results. But you can also go more into deep when you have a look at the relations, you can directly see which parts are involved in the simulation, because that is very often an issue. You have assemblies, and in the end, you are not sure which parts exactly have been involved to the simulation. So here we find all the parts that are involved. So we switch to the results, and we are interested into the radio noise voltage, which we can see here for the case with filter, and we compare it to the case without any DC filter. We see that, yeah, the noise is much higher at about 60 dB. So that's it. You can use CST Studio Suite within the platform as any other tool inside the platform. So you can use all the advantages of the platform, of the 3D Experience platform, together with the well-known features of CST Studio Suite. So that's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.